is always ticking, man, for that waft.
And earlier in doubles, he did have to face Locust a couple times, so we were able to see him very capable of getting the footstools on Ryu. Not something he has any problems with.
And as you said, he's going for it right there. Wasn't able to quite get the lock, but shows the prowess. Finding a lock of his own off the first hit of the up air. Didn't quite know that was possible, so Darkshad reinventing the meta right before our very eyes. Well spacing the down tilts, too.
Nair.
Oh, my goodness. Great tech, though.
Absolutely.
Jumping away from the...
wow, the reverse Nair. I'm liking these movement options.
There you go, going to find it. The chomp. What's the option out of it? I like the Nair off of the neutral get up as well.
So the interesting thing now is, of course, Wario has to be very careful. He cannot land on top of Ryu's the front of him. And we've seen a lot of these good fairs, so it's going to put him just outside the range of it. But obviously, we see him probably one tilt away from Shoryu death right now.
That just comes to Glutonny, and if he can space out this well. He's kind of playing around this bike as well, too. Ooh, I like that. Using the option of the bike exploding to kind of cover his get up. Using get up attack to cause that. Oh my goodness, missing the confirm off the jump, off the bike into the waft.
That was weak waft too, so I'm a little curious if that actually would have finished that off, seeing how what Ryu was in center stage.
I believe that only finishes off a full waft as well, so maybe pulling a bit trigger happy there. Going for those nairs. Oh, just runs up and does it.
Nike boys, just do it.
Right. Now showing off some slick movement right here. So coming off aggressively with that forward air and a chomp to boot. Throwing him off stage, not going to find the back air. Darkshad smartly jumping out of the situation. That down to the platform. That landing lag is so much, but Darkshad not going to find a punish for it at that time. Definitely keeping a mental note of it.
I like the Nair break there. It says I know that there's time between these hits. Bike's such a weird item too. So like even if like you do get it, it's not like Banana where you just have an idea of like, all right, this is what I do.
I can do this off of it.
Exactly.
Oh, I like the use of bike right there, though off stage just put some more pressure on his Darkshad. Is getting back.
175 stocks there. I mean, Wario is obviously going to be trying to kill Ryu a lot earlier than that. But we're not too far away from another waft though.
Oh
wow.
My goodness. Very weak spike, even at the percent that Glutonny was at. Kind of surprised that did not kill. Up tilting the bike there, kind of interesting. Oh, a great aggressive landing with the chomp, leading to their forward air. Oh, ho, ho.
Please remove yourself from my airspace.
It's a no-fly zone around Darkshad, man. He's clipping you out of here.
I mean, that is Ryu in his purest sense.
Right.
I'm going to anti-air you with my DP. Good luck.
Nice try.
And that's something that we're going to be kind of curious to see because Wario that's how he gets in. You know, he's got the bike to come in, he's got the Nair to come in, he's got the bike to come in. There's so many things where he has to commit forward momentum towards you. And of course, you know, you have the mix-ups with the air dodge back, so if he moves away from him, he can possibly punish it. But so far, Darkshad's been 2 for 2. You know, he had the run-up Shoryu, and then he Shoryu'd the bite now.
Now, this should be interesting going to FD being Glutonny's counter pick. Gotta imagine, I think maybe Town is, well, they gotta get the same thing, being able to kill relatively early if you can find those setups. But
yeah, I can imagine Wario wanting the shorter sides, though, so
yeah,
that's kind of curious.
Couple of down tilts with pressure. I'm not going to find the down air quite yet. I like the use of bite to beat through the focus too. Kind of some on-the-fly adaptation you're seeing here from Glutonny.
Yeah, some really nice tit-for-tat play we're seeing a lot of. You know, each player has had a moment where they're like, okay, cool, I have this as an answer to what you're doing, and it's who adapts the fastest. Right now it's been Darkshad, but I mean, Glutonny definitely like still very comfortable looking in this set.
Landing there. A whole lot of trades coming out here in the beginning of this first minute of game 2. Quick damage from Nair to back air. Perfect shield of bike, gonna find that last hit of the up air. That bike's a dangerous game, man. That could help you, or it could help Ryu, because that hurt by extension. Playing with bike a ton here, and Darkshad throwing it back to him, playing some catch.
Also keeping him away from the pieces, too. It's something interesting to see.
You're seeing Glutonny start to jump a whole lot as well. I'm wondering if that's kind of a, yeah. That landing leg on down air is so punishable too, so Glutonny's got to keep that in the back of his mind. Oh my goodness, focusing through the first hit in air, and then another bite to beat out that focus.
That's stock. So now we're looking about 20-ish seconds, not going to be the full 2 minutes to go back to full waft now. So I believe Ryu usually around the 40 to 50 near the edge where he has to be a little concerned about that. But you see Darkshad just playing this nice ranged game. I am a sword fighter without a sword at the moment.
And you see Darkshad's really trying to work Glutonny into this corner here, making sure that bike does not become an option available for him, but smartly rolling away using those jumps that he's been doing so much this set. to kind of give himself stage control back. Some great damage from the small tilt combo into the Hadouken.
Yeah, the Shokunetsu Fireball is really good for that. You've seen initially the Ryos were using that double down tilt into Tatsu, but they realized that it's a couple % less, but it's more consistent to get the Fred Fireball.
Actually surprised that did not kill there. No rage on Ryu. Gonna do it that time though, the run back.
Yeah, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If it didn't work the first time, try again.
Right.
Many idioms would cover that, but Darkshad
embodies all of them, man.
As many Ryus are, it's like, all right, my first Shoryu didn't work.
They
I'm
won't
going to
expect
Shoryu
one,
again.
yeah.
Exactly.
Hopping right back in here to game 3. Will we see another wash, or does Glutonny have something up his sleeve? Back that B as well.
It's interesting. Neither of these games have been full runaways from Darkshad. Arguably the second one. But regardless, each time, wow.
Ooh, training with Nairs too, trying to find the footstool there, but Darkshad able to avoid it, getting out of that combo, and then the B reverse bite.
But my point is, we've never really seen Darkshad look uncomfortable. You saw the head shake there from Glutonny going into game 3. He's trying to get his mind right for it, but it's just a different mindset. I love the F-tilt on the Tatsu. On the F-tilt on the Tatsu.
The get up attack gonna get beat up by Focus. Oh, reading his option there.
That was sick.
The super passive landing from Glutonny being absolutely called out by Darkshad with that down tilt into Shoryu. A beautiful confirm coming out from Darkshad.
Just the slow, menacing walk of Ryu.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Standing in the face of danger there of that focus attack, though. Darkshad opting to drop it, though. A great roll read right there. Kind of forcing the option to the bike. Didn't know what the bike was going to do.
Oh, double hits.
I thought the third one going to hit him down there, but not going to happen. Nair train? Nope.
Should be enough. Center stage even? Yep.
It really seems like down air is the only way that Glutonny's been able to find kills this entire set.
Yeah, I mean, the footstools he went for it game 1, hasn't been able to really get himself in a position for it since. And he's avoided the bikes, and he's avoided like a lot of the simple setups. You can tell that Darkshad has done his homework on this matchup. There we go.
Small footstool. There's a lock with the forward air. I'm not going to find the re-nair to go for another footstool. Trying to catch a landing option there. A bit slow on the trigger. Not going to find it.
There we go. The other thing was you had to make sure the percent windows. If he was at that 84, that wouldn't have been able to finish her there with no rage. Now sitting at 90 with 50% rage, he's fine.
Here comes a waft. Waft online. Couple forward airs.
That's
oh!
it. Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes. Looking at that 50%, you go from, oh man, Darkshad's looking really comfortable. He's waiting for his opportunity, and then 2 fairs later, and you're wafted off the side of the stage.
Not going down without a fight is Glutonny. He is putting on for his team right now, representing pretty much all of Europe, if I do say so.
Yeah, I feel like that's a safe thing. I believe, according to Alert Strum, he was seeded 9th at this event, so obviously expected to do very well, and this would be an upset on Darkshad's behalf.
Yep.
And it's interesting, too, you have a split crowd a little bit. You have a lot of, obviously, Midwesterners that are big fans of Darkshad. But, we do have a couple people who do have ties to France, such as Cact, sitting here, cheering on Glutonny, wanting to make sure that his fellow countryman does very well today.
Yeah, it's like, do you want the Ohio homeboy to win, or do you just want to see this mid-tier hero pull through once again?
I think you probably had it right for low-tier hero.
Right, yeah.
I appreciate what Glutonny does, but Wario, man, this character struggles in so many ways.
But able to put those advantages to the absolute max and making sure those disadvantages are as minuscule as possible.
I mean, he's super optimistic, too. He knows what his win conditions are, and that is the important thing when you're playing a character that can struggle at times. Knowing exactly what you have to do, just like that.
Giving him the big old knuckle touch there, man. Saw it could come out before the set, and he's going to put one to work in the set as well. You see him playing the really big runaway game here.
Oh, yeah. He's sitting there counting down. He's like, all right, I got to stock without having to use waft.
Sweet.
I'm chilling.
Yeah, right. Bite not going to find his mark. Darkshad almost finding a punish.
And this is something that, ooh. Wow, he died at 79. He didn't die game 1 to it, but died this 71. Time.
There's the footstool, though. Going to get the lock off forward air. What's the reset?
Big damage.
My goodness. Going to miss the bite by millimeters there. Super close.
And the crazy thing is, if this had happened 30 seconds later, that's game. You look at it now.
Trying to go for a refair. You saw stock 1. Did find it. Looks like this aerial game is starting to pay off here for Glutonny. They just really got a hold of watch this percent here.
I was gonna say it's actually kind of a lucky break that he was able to get that dare.
Oh my goodness!
Yep.
We're going to game 5.
Yeah, out of nowhere. We were talking in the middle of game 3. Wow, Darkshad looks very comfortable. Glutonny's struggling a little bit, and now 2 wafts and a big forward air, or a big F tilt later. Yeah. We're sitting here in game 5.
And as you're saying in that game 3, Darkshad doesn't look too shook, but now you see Glutonny up there on stage. She's shaking his head. Darkshad.
He's nodded.
He's rocking with it. Look at him. He's happy to be here, man. Darkshad, just another victim in his path. We will see who triumphs. Uh-oh. This is the Darkshad power-up. Omega.
Oh, yeah.
Suzaku?
Of course. Omega
For
Suzaku.
a Ryu player? Are you kidding me?
Home field advantage.
Right. Home field advantage in the territory and in the game.
Also, some of the best music.
Oh, hands down the best music.
I tell you, the DLC stages all have really fire tracks.
Yeah.
Omega, or not, well, I guess Mega Man's not DLC, but Capcom characters have really great tracks. Wily's Castle's fire. This is great.
The Toon Link's what's that Toon Link stage? That one's also really good as well.
Pirate Ship.
Yeah, that one's really good as well. Darkshad using that up tilt. Oh my goodness.
Wow, great DI though.
Yeah. Gotta watch out though. Watch out now though. So we have a half waff. Oh. Wrong. I'm trying to lock with that dash attack.
Yeah, he was hoping for Darkshad to be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
But because he was still airborne, it actually prevented that from happening.
Kind of being boxed into a corner here. Oh my goodness, the weights. Finding the jump Shoryu as well to take that stock. Darkshad looking poised, only 57% on his first stock.
That's the great thing about the no knockback on that up tilt. He was out of position on the first one. Darkshad was able to actually shimmy forward, get another one, and say, all right, cool.
Knowing he was too high to get the footstool, gonna just go for the solid forward air damage.
I like these hops in place from Glutonny.
Yeah.
Where he's very non-committal, trying to bait Darkshad forward. The thing about it is Darkshad's a very patient player himself. He's not going to commit to that. Break it. Break it.
He wants to throw it out,
Collarbone.
Man. Oh my goodness, the weak hit of Dare. Just a few pixels off from being curtains. One thing we have not seen from Glutonny at all is any grabs. I have not seen him grab once this entire set. And just that's something that Darkshad is not worried about.
Oof. I wasn't sure if he was going to go for the double jump Shoryu or just the double jump Dare.
Yeah. So many options at Darkshad's disposal being up this much. We have a waft online now. It's a meaty back air though, sending him off stage, using that bike high to get back. Darkshad waiting patiently at the bottom of the stage though for his prey to come back to him.
Good down air there. This is going to be interesting for him to get back. Ryu's got a decent recovery with that Shoryu, but how he gets back on stage is difficult.
Interesting interaction there with that ledge, footstool, and being hit by the bike as well.
Goes for the grab there instead of the up tilt. Interesting. Probably because he's out of the run scenario, wasn't able to get it out in time.
Right. Going for a grab there off of the down tilt, looking for a small hiccup from not going to get it. Kind of throwing caution to the wind here, just running his motorcycle. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Only can get a dash attack though.
Yeah. Looking for that big clap up top, not going to do it. Hit and run, baby. We're out of here.
All right, so now things are very dangerous for Darkshad. You know, we saw him play so patient this last stock. He is going to have to crank that up to 11 right now. We're looking at a solid 30 to 40% one lock combo away from Glutonny getting this Game 5 win.
But also just one up tilt for Darkshad moving on to this bracket as well. 12% getting put on by the bike. Oh, he is picking his approaches so well right now. Darkshad opting to throw off the stage. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're right now looking for the bike into Waff right there too. Darkshad very smart. Oh my goodness, he thought Darkshad was going to go very high there. Not going to do it. Down there going to lead to grab though. A high Tatsu.
Grab again. You asked for him earlier. Seeing him now. These grabs pushing Darkshad back off stage. Going to be down air now. Oh, this is going so close.
The lightest of bikes! Wow. Are you kidding me, Glutonny? And the biggest of pop-ups! He's out of here, baby!
Glutonny disappearing from your camera, ladies and gentlemen. Running into the arms of his countrymen. And now back on stage with the fist bump. What a fantastic finish. Going down 100% and a stock to then bringing it back and closing it out with a deep fair of all things.
Do you believe in miracles?
Do you believe in miracles?
I think there's some magic in this venue tonight. That's all I'm saying. I think there's some magic in this venue tonight. An absolute show-stopping performance coming up from Glutonny in the 11th hour. He is ecstatic about that. You could not overstate how
That might be the most emotion I've seen all night. Leo and Zach winning dubs. They're like, yeah, okay.
That was cool. I mean, it's Leo dubs. Are you kidding me, man? Give me a break. But
fantastic play, and he uses the orange spice controller, so he is a fellow man of culture.
Right, you know?
Always appreciate seeing those, because, you know, it's hard to come by these days. They're kind of expensive.